Right. And Revival's ahead right now, so it's 2-1. Is he in a position where he wants to try to just cheese his opponent? It would be amazing if he 6-pooled.
He just ends it.
Ends it. Says, you know what, I'm just about done here. I have, like, training to do, so I'm going to call it a day. So far, it seems like both players have been very, very, very good about trying to please their fans, please all of their viewers, and really put on a good show for us.
Which is great. I mean, some Korean players, we always know that they like to really put on a show for their viewers because they love their fans. And speaking of those Korean players, here we are in the southwestern corner of Korhal Compound. He's the Red Zerg player. Been so impressive this evening. He's TSL's Revival. All right, and spawning in the northeastern corner. Not a bad player himself because he's one of the best turn players in Taiwan. He's SpiderDS.
DS.
I love how I say not a bad player, and he's like one of the most amazing players in the world. He's not bad.
He's pretty okay.
Probably not the best use of adjectives by me right there.
No, DS is in fact one of the best Terrans that Taiwan has to offer, if not the best.
Yeah, which means he's one of the best Terrans that the world has to offer. I mean, Taiwan is a serious place. You're playing on the Taiwan/Korean servers. It's not easy, and it breeds fantastic players that give us fantastic games, as we've seen here tonight.
Yeah, so very exciting to see these two players clash, but as we mentioned, Revival is up 2-1 right now, and if he takes this next game, he wins Taiwan Honor Cup. I believe this is number 4.
Yes, which is $100.
So if you want to see Revival take this game, go ahead and give him a round of applause.
Yeah, we're going to assume you're all clapping at home.
You better be. I'll be upset if I find out that nobody was excited.
We need to get the entire audience on Skype.
I need to hype the other player. 1 second.
Ooh, wait, more important.
If you want to see DS take this game and push it to a game 5, let's hear it for DS.
Yeah, DS, who's doing a proxy Rex right now, yeah.
Yeah, DS.
So, I mean, I just talked about this because this is Korhal Compound, proxy Rexes are viable, and SpiderDS gonna throw one out here. He's likely gonna follow this up with some bunkers and some marine pressure, I would hope.
Does he count the SCVs? Is this the right amount of SCVs? Oh, it's probably about the right amount of SCVs if he's scouting with one. He's scouting with one, but he had to use that money on that front barracks very, very quickly. So, you know, he might scout. He might see what's going on. He does have that hatch down. He's not going to cancel it quite yet, but he should be sending down these links to scout around and just make sure that he's feeling.
Yeah, I mean, he can certainly hold this. This isn't over by any means. But he needs to react appropriately. He needs to get drones out and the correct amount of drones out as quickly as possible. And the question is, how long does it take for him to realize that this is occurring?
Yeah, that's the big question. He does have a drone out and about. I'm half yawning. I'm sorry, guys. He's half droning. He is droning out. I'm done talking.
You're a
Go
mess.
ahead.
Okay, the SCV is moving up towards the natural base, throwing down the first bunker. How many bunkers will he place down? And does, TSL Revival pulling a lot of drones down immediately, responding very, very strongly to this. Needs to take care of that SCV and will likely do so. Actually, he's going for the bunker right now, not taking down the SCV. Interesting choice, but the bunker is canceled. 75 minerals returned there. Even more drones being pulled down. TSL Revival not joking around about denying this. Spine goes down. Lings have reached the bottom of the ramp. I don't think this is going to end the game, that's for sure, but the question is how much drone time has been lost, and was that worth it?
Oh, the bunker doesn't even get salvaged or canceled at all. So these links are going to be out. They can take out these SCVs, and once those SCVs go down, all that's going to be left are those Marines. No bunker can go down. This is really a delay tactic to make sure that spine crawler comes up. And as these links dance around, they are going to die pretty quickly, but drones need to get pulled right now, and they do. Drones coming on forward because these Marines are doing a ton of damage to those lings. But here we go. That spine crawler is going to finish up, and that's when the aggression starts to really, really come down to having to get wrapped up.
Yeah, I mean,
Excuse me.
The spine crawler just does so much DPS. This bunker's going to have to be cancelled. And even with the queen up there too, I mean, this push not successful from SpiderDS, and as a result, he throws down the command center behind it, but has lost a lot of economy, and has to bring this barracks back as well. So now he's losing production. Although maybe just going to scout with it and go mech, I would assume afterwards, get some Hellions out. No gas yet though.
Early on, I was going to say, I think it's a good idea to really, to actually I don't think there's ever a way that you can overpull drones too much.
Right.
I don't think you can overpull drones too much. I think it's worth sending a couple more drones than usual just to make sure that that bunker doesn't go down. And if it doesn't, you're going to be in a nice position.
Yeah,
but now DS with this nice little contain, and with this he's going to be able to double expand.
Yeah, I mean, it's better to lose a little bit more mining time than it is to lose the game. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And actually, I mean, I like this out of SpiderDS. We see the third command center coming down. He knows he's behind. He knows that didn't go quite as well as he would have wanted it to. So now you need to take a risk to get back into the game. This fast third command center is that risk. I like it.
Yeah, I like it as well. He's going to be able to get that down. He's going to be pretty safe, knowing that his opponent's economy was, not that bad. Like, he didn't kill as many drones as he would have liked, but he will be able to, relatively safely take this third base,
Right.
Especially with all these Marines out in the field. So.
Yeah, and throwing down 3 bunkers now is just going to get that production going. And I find it interesting that he chose to bring this bunker down as like an indicator for the third rather than bringing it home when he's clearly going bio.
He's really denying that third more than anything else. He's going to be able to delay that for a really long time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could bring the barracks home eventually. I just think it's interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then again, I suppose if he goes for a mid-game push and the third hasn't been taken yet, you still have that barracks as a reinforcement barracks. So could really see some interesting things out of that. Although Ling's heading down there now, so forget everything I just said.
Well, I mean, it was a really cool idea.
Now I'm depressed.
Well, I mean, now that thing could just pick up and
Yeah.
get on out of there if it doesn't end up on fire, which would be horrible.
Come on. Come on.
Lift.
There we go. Okay.
Land it again.
Baneling Nest on the way, as well as that +1 stim, as Unctious would like to call it.
That's that +1 stim starting up, and engineering bay just finishing up as well. So maybe actual +1 will be able to come out now.
Mm-hmm.
We see that factory going down finally. So do something other than just Marines. Yep, in fact, +1 weapons coming on, stim coming on as well. Those will actually finish up just around the same time. So maybe he's going to be able to put on a little pressure with that. Oh, the Overlord doesn't get away.
Ooh. Look at this Marine positioning of the Selnog Watchtower. It's pretty good, but not good enough. They do fall, and Map Vision goes to TSLRevival. As he's continuing to spread out these Lings and these Overlords, per usual, TSLRevival's Map Vision really just, I mean, we've mentioned it a million times, and I'll mention it a million more because it's just so good.
It's worth every million.
Yeah.
All right, so ton of Lings coming out right now from Revival. He's going to put on that pressure, make sure that he can take that third very, very comfortably. He's actually hitting. Oh, Bailing Bust! I love it. Hitting before +1 and before +1 stim is done as well, and he's going to. All these buildings have
All right,
quite a bit of health on them, but.
Your mic is dying a little bit, but yeah, I mean, he didn't go with supply depots or anything like that. These are barracks. But what's he going to go for? Goes for 1 barracks, and the engineering bay goes down, and now he's pushing towards these Marines. There's plenty of Marines up here, but will the Baneling hits be good enough? Tons of SCVs and Marines fall immediately. More Banelings moving in. SpiderDS will not die to this right now, but tons of damage has been done, and Morlings coming. Will the buildings go down? No, they do not go down in time. Morlings running in, surrounding these Marines, but they will get cleaned up, I suspect.
I don't know, there are quite a few, and he is reinforcing, so even more Lings are going to be on the way. He does get that building up in time, though, but there aren't that many Marines out right now. That stim is just now finishing. He didn't have stim in time. He didn't have +1 in time. These Lings are going to be able to do a ton of damage and take out those SCVs on the other side. These buildings will go down, and just a Marauder coming out right now.
Yeah, I thought he was going to hold, but it certainly doesn't look like it now. He's trying to get some Hellions out. Those will clean up those Lings nice, but is it too little too late? We look at the worker count. It's 26 to 55. There have been 25, 26, and counting workers killed by TSLRevival. I think this is the end, ladies and gentlemen. I think SpiderDS is not going to be able to make it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Revival at this point, I don't know if he wants to continue the aggression or what. It doesn't look like he's remassing another army, but that was definitely an unbelievable blow to his economy. The thing is, he has the third orbital out, which means more mules and more SCV production. Now, the bigger question is, where is he going to focus now to try to get into this? Does he want to try to rebuild his army as quickly as possible and try to get those upgrades that he wanted, or does he, try to expand and try to get his economy back up and rolling? Let's check out that income tab.
Okay, the income tab, I mean, just a huge income for TSLRevival, multiple hundreds ahead in minerals and ahead in gas as well. So TSLRevival, I mean, like you said, it's really his call. Does he want to... I mean, he's going to tech up a little bit. He's going to guarantee himself the win. He doesn't know exactly how much damage he's done, but he's got to be feeling pretty good, right? I mean, he knows as long as he doesn't make a mistake, he's in the lead, and he can clinch this. He can win that money, win Taiwan Honor Cup in number 4.
Yeah, it looks like these barracks are moving forward. It looks like we have 2 reactors that are going to be going down on them. So it looks like DS is kind of being spiked into this position where he just wants to get everything that he can and do one big push.
Right.
He does have this 3rd command center, so he's going to be able to throw it down if he'd like to, but I'm not even sure he's going to be able to defend that right now. So a nice idea just being able to keep it in his base.
And we see a 4th coming down from TSLRevival. He's not gonna risk anything. He's not gonna risk having SpiderDS make the most epic comeback ever and losing this game. He's just gonna play it safe, play it out correctly, continue his macro up, and I like that decision. And we see some Hellions moving down as well.
Yeah, Hellions, did they actually miss that base? Did they miss it? Tell me they didn't miss it.
Let me check the vision. No, they didn't miss
They
it.
just barely got it. So there's also a dropship coming by that walks right by, flies right by that Overlord. It's going to go back to kill it, but, now Revival knows that there's a good amount of your units just hanging out on the side of the map over there.
I mean, and he has Bling here to respond, so, I mean, this push with the Hellions and the Marines not going to be able to accomplish too much. Probably not even going to be able to deny the space, to be honest.
No. In fact, he saw those Hellions. Oh, here we go. Ling's actually getting us surrounded. Even more Lings coming out. Some fairly nice Baneling bursts, rather, and the rest of those units will get picked up in that medevac. Now, what's really cool is that Revival's far enough ahead where he saw those Hellions and instantly threw down a Roach Warren. You know, even if he didn't want to go to Roaches initially, he had enough money to do it, but he's going for a second big Baneling bust, and those supply depots are so vulnerable right in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, this wall is thrown together a little bit haphazardly. I expect these Banelings to just blow through absolutely everything. And look, SCVs and Mules are already being pulled away from the natural. SpiderDS knows it's coming, but can he answer it? I do not think so. Here go the Banelings moving in. They will hit the supply depots. Supply depots fall. The Baneling barracks are all on fire. He's moving his way back into the main. He takes down supply depots even though they're lowered. Barracks going down as well. His supply is plummeting. Oh, here come all the SCVs. It's going to be huge. Oh my god, there go all the SCVs. The command center lifts, but it doesn't matter. Everything's dead. The Banelings have done so much damage.
150 supply to 51. There is another orbital command down, but I think this is going to be it. I think DS is going to tap out once these 2 Marines go down. I think there's really nothing left for him over here. He has just a few units. I mean, I would love to see him push across the map with this drop over here, but I don't even think that this could do enough damage in his wildest dreams to come back from where he is.
Yeah, I mean, SpiderDS, he wants this. He's fighting so hard, trying to claw back, but I don't think it's physically possible, even when you're as good as DS.
Yeah, no.
There it is, GG.
Absolutely not. There it is, GG. And that makes Revival our Taiwan Honor Cup winner.
Yes, congratulations to TSLRevival. We saw fantastic, fantastic play out of him all day long. Couldn't have asked for a more impressive Zerg player.
No, absolutely not. And we saw some great matches today overall from all the players that we watched. Oh, man, I mean, I am so impressed. I am so glad to have been part of this entire event, and I hope you guys were too. Thanks for joining us once again. My name is Unctious, and this is Jethro. You follow me at UnctiousSC on Twitter.
Yes, and me at Jethro TV, and we'll tell you about things we're casting like this. We'll tell you about the New England StarCraft 2 League, which we cast for. Our grand finals are coming up. They're going to be in Boston in June, so if you're in New England, come check that out. If you're not, watch us on the stream, and then watch the next Taiwan Honor Cup. It's going to be even bigger and better. I mean, every time we stream this, every time we cast it, we're learning and we're making things better. So if there was some lag this time, next time, I guarantee you it'll be better. So stick with us.
Yep. Check out honor-cup.com to see what it's all about. Check out nescpig.com if you want to see more what me and Jethro do. Guys.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. I mean, you viewers are the best part of this whole experience. Without you, it would all be pointless. So, thank you, and good night.